Alex, congratulations with the victory, a first round stoppage. Assess your performance.
It's pretty hard to take anything away from it. Do you mean it's another first round stoppage? It's falling a bounce now. But you can't not be happy with it. I think whoever you fight, it's not as if I'm not exactly breaking them down and then stopping them when they're tired. I'm stopping them when they're fresh in the first, which I suppose sometimes whoever you fight, it can be quite hard. So you've got to take some positives away from it. But do you mean it is what it is, and so overall I am happy. Yeah.
Did you feel it was he couldn't continue after the punch landed?
Put it off camera, I think he could have. Yeah, it was a nice body shot the first one was. I think it might have took a wind out of him a bit. And I might have started hitting him a bit, and I think he thought, do you mean I'm getting too old for this, maybe he thought.
Gary, what do you think of Alex's performance tonight? And is there still more to see from him?
Listen, there's a lot more to see. I mean, as a coach, we wanted him. I said to him, don't go blasting him out in the first round. I said, have a mess about with him. Not mess about, but show how good you are. Box him a little bit. Try not to, what can you do with an opponent like that? It's just a complete waste of our time, And what we've been through the last couple of days to get these guys in the ring, people don't see what goes on behind the scenes. Lee Eaton was at the Royal Glamorgan Hospital with this kid this morning having a medical at 5:45 because he turned up from Barcelona a stone overweight, what the match was made at, and with no medicals. The same agent messed Jay Harris's matchup. That's why he ended up fighting Brett Friedel tonight. It's it really is unbelievable the things that go on behind the scene, and it's a miracle that Alex and Jay were in the ring, and that's only thanks to Leeton, because any other promoter would have just said no, they're not fighting. So look, you can't be too disappointed. It's another win, and we move on to a title shot, I think, in June.
So Alex, have you got any more details about your title shot in June, which Gary alluded to?
Nothing really to announce just as yet, but just keep listening, keep your eyes peeled, and it'll be very soon. I'll be announcing it very soon. Yeah.
As a boxer, did you learn anything or get anything from a fight like tonight?
Yeah, do you mean I just keep blowing smoke up my own arse, realising how hard I am.
Four first round stoppages on the trot. How many amateur fights did you have?
54.
54 amateur fights. Never give anybody a standing count. Never ever. Never stopped anyone. Give anyone a standing count.
Dynamite in my hands. Let me tell you.
If Alex he's a real good counter puncher. He's a nice snappy boxer. If he can just mix everything into one and mould everything into one, I think you've got a British champion, and even further on our hands, even better.
Right, Alex, I got a question to ask you now. On the last interview I shot with you, I alluded to some things you did with your father, like little tricks, and a lot of people asked me what they were. So can you just tell people some of the things you do to your dad?
Hang about. I might even. Hang about. Can we get this camera in? What's
hang about. Hang about. Yeah, because obviously on Facebook you get the memories, don't you? The anniversary you posting things. So the anniversary of this come up the other day, and I shared it and said it's probably one of the best thing I shared, and Liam Williams commented straight away and said it's the best thing I've ever seen.
I don't see that on the camera.
Yeah, zoom in out.
Oh my God.
So now this is some of the tricks I think Alex plays on his dad, if I'm right in saying that. Talk us through it, Alex.
Oil not spoon. Look at the smoke coming off that. Smoking. You got bald head, my dad. You mean? So it's just bare skin. Hey, there you go. That's just one of many, that is, yeah. I'm killing him, but like I said, when I moved out and I was in there, he was quick enough, I need to get him out of my house, and there left, he was crying. He broke his heart.
Well, I was talking to Dad just there now, and he disputed that. He said it was a bit controversial, he didn't necessarily agree with you.
Yeah, so he's like, he was crying, sobbing he was sobbing.
Well, I think we'll round the interview up, because I guess you can't say any more about your future opponent, but good luck for the future, and enjoy watching your career.
Congratulations! No, congratulations on his cruiserweight debut tonight.
As a boxer, Alex, when you're fighting a guy who's bigger than you. Does that put any apprehension in your mind?
Nah, no, I'm not a small cruiserweight myself.
Like I said to Ciaran earlier, you know, without Lee, you know, he's the promoter for the show. He was up at sort of 5 this morning, driving this guy to Royal Glamorgan Hospital to have a medical, which is craziness. You know, could you imagine Warren O'Hare doing that? It's just crazy. But that's the reason that Alex was in the gym, because in the ring tonight, because they went that extra mile to make the effort to try and make the matches happen, whereas on other promotions they'd have gone, whoa, no chance, he's not boxing. You turn him in the country a stone overweight and you're without medicals, you're not on. So Alex weighed in 11.11 yesterday, he weighed in 12 stone, 12, I think 13 stone, okay? So we had the plan then, right, you know, Alex, because Alex was obviously down on his weight, so I said, well, once you rehydrate, you're going to be 12.5. If we can keep this kid near 13, then the ball will allow it. But in the first place, he was like 17, 18 pounds heavier than Alex. So Alex did look a little bit big there, but he had to put weight on in order to make the fight happen, you see. So you won't be weighing 13 stone 1 again, that's for sure, will you? So, yeah, 11.6, middleweight.
You mentioned Lee there. What does he do well as a promoter? Obviously, it's an amazing show tonight. It's a packed venue. What makes him such a good at his job?
Just attention to detail, I think. And you know, I was supposed to have 6 on tonight, but ended up having 5 on. So, you know, we've got to know each other very, very well over the past sort of 8 weeks, Lee and myself. So on the phone every day with the opponents pulling out and different things happening. But just attention to detail. You know, if anything goes wrong, he's the one sorted. He's not getting his. Well, he's on his own, really. You know, he hasn't got a big staff, so he's on his own, so he makes sure that everything gets done, and any problems, he seems to sort it, and he seems to be a straight guy, and as I say, you know, I don't want to seem like I'm bloody, you know, blowing smoke up his ass, but, you know, I've just been very impressed over the last sort of 6-8 weeks.
I was speaking to him at 6:30 this morning, and he was on his way to the hospital to give the guy I'm fighting a medical, because he'd come over without it, and you know, that shows a lot in himself, I think, doesn't it? But I mean, it does. There's not many who would do that. That's way out of his way.
But also, thank you to the British Boxing Board of Control as well, who had to mess about a bit. They had to sort of allow certain things, and they give us until the medical examination tonight for the fight to happen. And you know, so in other situations they'd have just said no. So, you know, British Boxing Board of Control, they played a part as well. So, you know, we got a lot to thank them for.
Okay, thank you guys, and look forward to seeing you both in the future. Cheers, Gap.
Cheers, Ciaran. Thanks, mate. Thank you.